Sarah, and I have a library haul to show you today. So I have two really good libraries in my area. We have a city library and then a library at the military base where we're stationed here, and I utilize both of them. Not quite as much as I would like to, actually, and it's something I've been thinking a lot about lately because I've been trying to limit my spending as far as books go and just bringing physical books into the house. I'm trying not to do that so often because I don't have a ton of shelf space. Like my bookshelves are overflowing already. So I decided, I have really great libraries. I should use them. And then that way I can read books. They can come in, but then they're going to go out in a couple of weeks. So it's not, I don't feel so bad. I'm not spending as much money. Let's be completely honest. And then that way, if I read a book and I'm not thrilled with it, I don't feel guilty about spending that money on it when I didn't love it, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I have been going to the library for the past couple of weeks now, and I've been getting quite a few things. So I just wanted to show you, I think I have about 7 books here to show you that I currently have checked out from my library. The first one that I'm going to show you here is Snow Like Ashes, and I talked about this in my March TBR because I'm planning to read this with the read-along group on Goodreads called Reads with Friends, which is hosted by Shannon at Leaning Lights. So I believe starting February 7th, we're going to start reading this, and I'm going to read along with them. This is a YA dystopian book, I believe, and I think that something with the element, like the weather or elements or something like that, plays a big part in this world, but that's kind of all I know. And I'm happy that that's all I know because I can go into this a little bit blind, but I do know it's dystopian, so I'm ready for that. But yeah, I'm excited to read this one. And this will help me start a new series, which is one of my goals this year. I want to start or try out at least 5 new series. So this is going to be one of them because there's 2 out right now. I believe there's going to be a third. So I think this is going to end up being a trilogy. So hopefully if I like this one, I can go back and I can get Ice Like Fire, which is the second book. Another book that I got is another first in a series, and that is a selection by Kira Cass. This is the first book in the selection series. This is actually pretty short. I was surprised at how short it was, but that makes me happy because that means I can probably get through it quickly. I hear that they're nice, fun, easy reads and that they're kind of addicting, like a guilty pleasure type thing. Like they're not the best books in the world. They're not the best written, blah, blah, blah. Kind of like 50 Shades is not the best books. They're not the best books. They're not the best written. They're not a literary phenomenon, but they were good. Like it was like a guilty pleasure for me. I sped through those really quickly. So I'm hoping this is kind of the same, just something nice and easy and enjoyable and entertaining and I can get through quickly. So another first in a series. I also went and grabbed a nonfiction. I got The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, and this is written by Marie Kondo. And this is basically like kind of helping guide you through decluttering your house and your life in general, I think. As a family, we're pretty organized. We don't tend to hang on to a lot of stuff. I have no problem getting rid of things, but at the same time, I think we all could always use a little bit of tweaking and maybe some more motivation to get rid of some stuff. So that's kind of where I am right now. Like I need to go through my closet, but I'm still, every time I look at it, I'm like, eh. And I'm really into that mindset of, well, one day I'm going to fit into that again. No, I'm probably not. So I need to kind of check myself, and I'm hoping that this is going to help. I've heard it's really good, and again, it's short, teeny tiny book. So, but yeah, I'm excited to see what this has in store. I also picked up another book that is part of a series, and that is Shopaholic to the Stars by Sophie Kinsella. This is the next book in the series that I need to read, so I guess I'm 2 behind now because there's this one, and then the newest one is Shopaholic to the Rescue. They didn't have that on the shelves. They do have it, but someone had checked it out already. So I just grabbed this one because I needed it. And yeah, so if I can read this one and then that one, that will catch me up on a series, which is another goal of mine. So yep. But I'm excited to get back to this because it's been a while since I've read one of these. And another book that I picked up is Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. I have already read this. I talked about it in my February wrap-up, and I loved it. Loved this book. And this one was a 5 stars for me. I talked more about it in my February wrap-up, so go back and check that out if you haven't yet. But yeah, definite 5 stars for me. And they do have After You. It's currently checked out, so I'm going to stalk it until it comes back in so I can pick it up and read it. Because I would like to read it, soon after this so that I'm not kind of, trying to remember stuff from this book, although this one's kind of hard to forget. And another one that I grabbed kind of on a whim. It's something that I've seen. I don't know a ton about it, so I'm not even 100% sure what it's about, but I really love the cover. which is so funny. But I love the cover. I've heard it was really good, and so I just went ahead and grabbed it. But that's Fates and Furies by Lauren Groff. And I don't know, I love this cover. It looks like an ocean. I think it's an ocean, like crashing and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I've heard really good things about it, even though I don't know what it's about. So I guess we'll see. And the last book that I have currently checked out from the library is one that I saw on Hope Ortega's channel, and she was gushing and gushing and gushing about it. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I have to read this book apparently. And so I went ahead and grabbed it from the library, and that is Redeeming Love. This is written by Francine Rivers. This is actually a Christian fiction book, and I believe it's set in the 1800s, and it's about a prostitute who ends up meeting a man not looking for services, but she meets him, and so he ends up trying to get her out of that type of environment and type of job. So from what I'm understanding, from what Hope was saying, that's what this is about. And she said that she read this in like 2 sittings. This is not a small book, you guys. This is huge. So I was like, holy crap, she read that in 2 sittings. It must really be good. So I'm excited to read this. I would like to get to this kind of soon, and hopefully I will love it just as much as Hope did. If you want to see more about this actual book, I'll leave a link to Hope's review for it that she did. It was really good, and it made me want to pick this up. So yeah, Redeeming Love. Okay, guys, that's it for me. So that is 7 books that I currently have checked out from the library. And I don't know, I was kind of one of those people for a long time where it was like, if I get it from the library, I have to read it like right away because I have to take it back and blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, oh, well, I can renew it if I need to. So I don't put that much pressure on myself, and I don't feel bad for having 7 books out right now, especially when I watch library hauls that have like 20 books out. I'm like, okay, I don't feel so bad. So my only concern now is keeping track of when everything is due. Other than that, I'm good. Okay, so I am hoping to get to these soon. Let me know down below if you guys have read any of these books and what you thought of them. Please don't spoil anything. And I will be back again soon. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye.